Hi there, and welcome to a demo of the Product Hub platform. Product Hub makes manufacturing easy. My name is Raul, and now that we've taken a look at packaging and accessories on Product Hub, it's time to add the necessary assembly details that your project manager, assemblers, and contract manufacturers all need to make your project a reality. Let's take a look at how assembly details work with our Treasure Model T Wallet demo device. So assembly details are divided into sub-assemblies. These sub-assemblies are steps along the way of making something. These sub-assemblies are neatly organized into 8 categories of information that we'll review. In addition to that, you can also set a total assembly cost as well as a version number. As you update, you can change this version number to reflect how far along in the iterative process you are. Let's take a look at the assembly details subassembly categories. Each subassembly has 8 categories of information that you can fill out. This is to make things a little bit more straightforward. These are items that assemblers and contract manufacturers definitely need to get the job done. Let's take a look at them. The first category is health and safety information. This is any information that helps keep both the product and the assemblers and manufacturers safe and protected. Here we have information that includes ensuring that the assembly technician is wearing gloves while handling electronics. We also want to avoid potential pinch points when assembling plastic housing. And lastly, we want to let everyone know that this product uses a fragile screen and to please handle it with care. The next category of information is document references. This can be a number of different complex documentations and references to parts, individual items, or individual certifications to individual items. Here, we wrote that datasheets to screens or microprocessors are available upon request. You can always leave a note to more extensive information that is available upon request. The next category is equipment and tools. These are anything that we need to get the job done of making your product. So in order to make the Treasure Model T wallet, we need T5 screwdrivers, a mounting jig, mold plates, and a mold base. The next category is parts. Parts are anything that go into the product. In this situation, it's any electronic components and any mechanical components that go into the product. Here we have an upper housing, a lower housing, and a PCB. This helps the contract manufacturers and assemblers understand what pieces are at play and what to look for in each individual assembled product. The next category is Non-Bom articles. So these are any number of unique and unusual articles that don't necessarily fit into other categories. Not always will this category be used, but it's important for unique identifiers and certifications that certain items, mechanical or electronic, might need. The next category is images. Here we can upload useful, relevant, and important images that help contract manufacturers and assemblers understand how to make your product and bring it to life. This can include diagrams of the different components coming together, important information that is visualized in order to get the point across a little bit further, or simply images of the completed or fully assembled product, so the assemblers and contract manufacturers understand what a finalized product should look like. The next category, of course, is actions. So this is the meat and potatoes of assembly instructions. How do we actually assemble the device? Here we have an engineer who gave us careful actions and instructions on how to make a Treasure Model T wallet. First, we would attach the screen ribbon cable to the PCB. Then we would carefully place the PCB in the lower housing and align with the mounting bosses. Next, we would screw down the PCB. After that, we'd place the upper housing over lower housing and fasten the assembly together. These steps all come together in order to create a finalized product. Last, but definitely not least, is the inspection. This is information that you can input for your contract manufacturer and assembler to know whether the final device is fully working or not. Here we wrote to test for power before packaging and to test that the buttons are responsive. This information lets the contract manufacturers and assemblers know what to check for to make sure that a product is not defective and needs to be replaced, thrown away, or repaired. Assembly details on Product Hubb are divided into sub-assemblies. Products on Product Hubb oftentimes have more than one sub-assembly as a way to show every single step taken to make your product a reality. For example, this sub-assembly is called Full Device Assembly and refers to the point in the manufacturing process when we're putting together completed plastic shells with an assembled electronic component. How about the steps taken before that, such as plastic injection molding and PCB assembly? What about the steps taken after, such as packaging and accessories, in order to make it a shippable, ready-to-sell product? Well, we can account for those extra steps by creating new sub-assemblies. You can create new sub-assemblies with the blue Create button. From there, you'll be prompted to add a name and fill out necessary information. Just as an example, we could create something along the lines of a packaging assembly. From there, we would fill out information for health and safety, document references, equipment and tools, parts, non-BOM articles if it's relevant, the necessary actions. We could upload additional images if we need them, and we would be able to enter additional inspection information in order to make sure that our packaging and accessories are up to par with whatever standards we've set. Lastly, we hit the blue Add button, and our mock second step is added to our assembly details. We're able to navigate through the different sub-assemblies with these arrows here. Simply navigate to the right or to the left to go further or backwards in the assembly process. This has been Assembly Instructions, your ability to share with contract manufacturers and assemblers how to bring your product to life. Next, we'll be taking a look at inventory and how to count how much of each item, component, and finished product you have. Thank you so much for checking out our demo of the Product Hubb platform. If you like what you saw, make sure to check out our other blogs on all the other different features that Product Hubb has. Make sure to follow us on social media. All the links are in the description below. If you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment. And remember, Product Hubb makes manufacturing easy.